Good morning, crypto enthusiast. Welcome to the Leap Podcast, your daily source for cryptocurrency insights from Leap Digital Investments. It's Wednesday, 29th of October, 2025. I'm Patrick Penn. The market is holding steady near record highs, while growing interest from governments and the rise of AI-powered payment systems are shifting the spotlight. Bitcoin is holding steady at $114,855 USD. Ethereum is at $4,131 and Solana is pushing $201. Let's dissect the institutional catalyst and psychological undercurrents driving today's action, keeping it sharp and clear. Let's leap in. Bitcoin dips 0.26% to $114,855, consolidating just shy of its all-time high. France unveils legislation to accumulate 420,000 BTC, which is 2% of the total Bitcoin supply, over the next 7 to 8 years, leveraging nuclear and hydropower for mining. Switzerland proposes enshrining Bitcoin in its constitution with central bank reserve mandates. SoFi rolls out Bitcoin trading this year, and Citi partners with Coinbase to build stablecoin payment rails. The S&P issues MicroStrategy its first ever credit rating, a B-, officially recognizing Bitcoin treasury companies in traditional finance. Despite the quiet daily price action, sovereign accumulation is accelerating. Holding $114,000 support here keeps $120,000 in play for Bitcoin. Now, Ethereum slipped 0.7% to $4,131, but institutional buying absorbs the pressure. Bitmine scoops up 319 million in ETH during the rally, halfway to its 5% supply target. Famous investor Tom Lee calls for a $15,000 Ethereum by December 2025. That would be something if it hits. Moreover, the Ethereum Foundation continues positioning the network as the settlement layer for AI agent economies. A break above 4,200 remains the next technical hurdle. Solana gains 0.56% to $201, leading majors with sustained institutional accumulation. Yesterday's Hong Kong Spot Sol ETF launch is now live, joined by Gemini's Sol credit card and Fidelity's retail access, accompanied with a physical Solana hub opening at 35 Wall Street. 21 shares filed for the first US spot ETF under the new SEC framework, while Bitwise's BSOL staking ETF, already trading, flips market psychology. Regulatory green lights now spark permanent bid structures instead of sell-offs. Solana treasury companies now control $4.06 billion in Solana, or 3.53% of circulating supply. A clean break above 205 targets $220 for Solana. To more general market narratives, AI agent payment protocols are still in the spotlight. Google, Cloudflare, and Amazon announced further AI integrations in the last 24 hours, pushing Coinbase past 500,000 weekly AI-driven transactions. This isn't hype. It's infrastructure build-out confirming real adoption. Sovereign Bitcoin FOMO has entered the frame. France and Switzerland are shifting the allocation conversations from 1 to 5% corporate balance sheets to a much larger 2% of national GDP in a single news cycle. Fear and greed remains contradictory. Even though Tether and Circle created $8.5 billion worth of new stablecoins after the market crash, many investors are still selling out of fear of further losses, which is affecting the availability of money in the market. Stablecoin supply hit a record 314 billion US dollars. Historically, a record like this is a 2 to 4 week lead indicator for risk asset rallies. Traders are buying dips aggressively, minimizing regret rather than waiting for confirmation. The usual way people think about how much Bitcoin is reasonable to hold has changed. Now, even governments are starting to invest, which is reshaping the standards. Putting it all into context, institutional Bitcoin adoption has evolved from corporate treasuries to sovereign reserves overnight. AI agent economies are no longer speculative. Google, Cloudflare, and Amazon integrations are live, and Coinbase is processing 500,000 weekly transactions. Volatility persists, but the underlying catalyst, institutional capital, sovereign accumulation, and on-chain AI commerce are compounding faster than the fear. That's your crypto news update for 29th of October 2025. For additional details, visit the description on Spotify or YouTube. Stay informed, stay strategic. Thank you for joining the Leap Podcast.